Okay. Happy Monday, everybody. My name is Haziq Ali. I'm reporting to you live from Atlanta, Georgia, but more importantly than that, I'm coming from a different state of mind. We do this 7 days a week. Sometimes it's I'm at a CPA on Saturdays doing financial literacy. On Sundays it's Dr. Q doing health is the new wealth. And then you got me Monday through Friday. Monday through Thursday, I do like different curriculum. That's mindset, skill set, heart set. And then on Fridays, we do free coaching Friday, where literally I lay it out for you, man. Like whatever it is you want to ask me. I know when I was down bad, when I was homeless back in 2014, 2013, I don't know, man. They had me jacked up. I was like, I don't get what God trying to show me. But it turns out that God gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers. And that almost sounds like one of them t-shirts, one of them bumper stickers. That just sounds like cliche and rhetoric. But it ain't. I'm telling you. It sounds like rhetoric, but it ain't. This stuff is life-changing. And if you will begin to practice some of this stuff that helps you to develop your self-image, it all boils down to your self-image. It all boils down to how you look at yourself. It all boils down to who you see in the mirror. It does not matter what they believe about you, millionaire. I'm going to tell you what matters. What you believe about you. It don't matter what they believe about you. Let me tell you what matters. What you believe about you. Does that make sense? What's up, Vita? Shalonda in the house. Shawanda. What's up? Share this with a messenger group. I'm about to call it on the live line. Y'all ain't here for my DJing. Even though I'm an incredible DJ, I think in another life I was a DJ, right, Shalonda?
You have something special. You have greatness in you. Hello, this is Les Brown, and you're in the right place at the right time.
I don't know why they hate on my DJ. Shouts out to my mentor, Mr. Les Brown.
Please announce.
I know they're having an incredible event out in New York this weekend, the Hunger for Greatness speaking tour. That's going to be real fun.
Entry and exit tones are off.
Thank you, Chanel. See, at least everybody ain't hating. Yeah, I feel you. When is Donda coming out? I don't know, man. I tell you what, Zay. When I went to that album release party at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, when me and wifey hit that joint up, it was not a super spreader event yet. But I do want to tell everybody, COVID is not over. Wear your masks. Wear your masks. Wifey made me promise to say that to everybody. We dealing with COVID in our household. And I'm going to tell you, in like 3 days, I know this Delta variant thing is kind of real because in just a couple of days, man, my ex-wife caught COVID. My business partner caught COVID. Shouts out to Mrs. McCambry. I hope she's feeling much better. Narissa caught COVID. And we talking that, prayerfully it's gone. I know Mrs. Goins, I know Chanel, I know a bunch of us, know what I'm talking about right now. But I just want to throw it out there, y'all, because we got, you know what I mean? And they say the man with his health has 1,000 dreams. The man without his health only has one, his health. You get what I mean? So please wear masks and everything. Can somebody give me that in the comments? I'm going to tell you, though, y'all seem to be getting it. I went to Whole Foods yesterday. Everybody had on masks. And I live in Cumming, which is kind of close to Lake Lanier and all of that, if you get my drift. Y'all know about Lake Lanier? Do y'all know about Oscarville? Oscarville is the name of the black city that is now Lake Lanier. It's somewhere underneath that lake. That's the training for another day. But my point is, I live in that county where you saw red hats everywhere and everybody got on masks. So the word is starting to get around. All right, y'all. So Thursday, we kicked this bad boy off. We were talking about 12 ways that you can double your sales using your self-image. Who was here Thursday? We talked about we said we were going to give you a dozen different ways. I gave you the first 6. I gave you a bunch on Thursday that was out cold, right? Like it all started off with like, what is your attitude, right? And we talked about how, and I'm not going to recap all of them because you can go watch the replay on Millionaire Minded TV. But I did think it was poignant enough to kind of bring back up this idea that you need to get a positive attitude and keep it. You need to get a positive attitude and keep it. Most people swear they got a positive attitude, y'all, but they don't. I mean, they don't even have close to a positive attitude. Here's the secret of a positive attitude, y'all. You bring about what you think about. Can somebody give me that in the comments? You bring about what you think about. You bring about what you think about. Let them know, P.O. You bring about what you think about. Let them know. Let them know. So I'm not going to recap all the rest, but here are your following 6. Here are the last 6 I got for you. I gave you a bunch of clues and stuff. Y'all remember we talking about design a networking plan? If you just did that one, you know, sometimes I tell them, you know, every week you need a local event, right? Definitely every month. Every month, maybe it's a regional event. Every quarter, maybe it's a national event. You know what I mean? But you need some kind of networking calendar. It's all good, though. I'm going to start you off at number 7 today. Give me a number 7 and a share if you're ready. Give me a number 7 and a share. Let's get it. Yeah, you bring about what you think about. Tell them, Demeter. Tell them. You bring about what you think about. You bring about what you think about. Yeah, shouts out to John Wiggins. What's cracking, John Wiggins? Let's get it, baby. Yeah, I'm going to leave this up while y'all get them 7s ready for me. Wear your mask. Tell them, Vita. I'm so glad that you feeling better, sis. It's you know, Vita Lachey know what I'm talking about. We had a beautiful event, man. So glad you're feeling better. Beautiful event that we had a couple weekends ago. And I'm going to tell you, man, we got to take this COVID stuff serious. We got to take this COVID stuff serious. All right, I see them 7s coming in. I see the shares coming in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is huge. This is huge because we always say the will to win is really the will to prepare, okay? Here's number 7, y'all. Know your prospect and your prospect's business before you reach out to them. Know your prospect and your prospect's business before you reach out to them. You got to have a plan, y'all. Y'all ever heard that a people without vision perish? Y'all heard that one before? Well, check it out. A salesperson without vision gonna perish. An entrepreneur with no vision is gonna perish. Now, you probably think I mean it in a traditional sense. You know, this vision you have for your own future. You know, this sight you can see even when you close your eyes. But that ain't really what I'm talking about right now. I'm talking about your vision for them. One of my mentees called me last week and she was like, well, how do I approach this person? This is what happened. She sent me the screenshots, which I love. You know what I mean? I tell all my Kaiserites, I tell all my mentees, utilize me. You know what I mean? So she sent it to me. And then I was just like, yeah, all of this is cool. But what's your plan? Right? What is your plan for them? Because you have to understand, they've got a plan for themselves. They're thinking it out right now. And when you come to them, a lot of the successful realize that you're successful because you say no more than you say yes. So when you come to them and you barely got a plan and they got one that they focused on, of course they're supposed to tell you no. I'd lose respect for them if they didn't. Here's my question for you again. What is your plan? You need to get the information that you need to make every appointment intelligent. And check it out. If you are not ready for the real appointment, maybe what we need is a meaningful conversation, y'all. What's a meaningful conversation? A meaningful conversation is based around the idea that nobody cares how much you know until they know how much you care. Millionaires, if you want to assure your success, ask the buyer questions that only the buyer knows. You hear me? That's a jewel. You might want to write that in your comments. You might want to write that in your notes. You might want to underline that one. You might want to circle it, put a little star by that thing. Check it out. Somebody give me some examples of some questions that only your prospect would know. Anybody would know what all the company sells. That's a really lame question. You done got this man or this woman on the phone, and your best question for them is, so what do you guys do? Are you kidding? Nah. So give me a question that only they would know. How about this? How long have you been doing this? How about this? What made you get into this line of work? How about this? Tell me a funny story of a life you've changed. I know you must be changing lives over here. Give me an example. Like I would just love to spend a day in your life. These are questions that only they'll know the answer to. You get what I mean? How about questions about their goals? Come on, Allie. Come on, Allie. What kind of financial issues they have? Okay. What is the backstory? Okay. Tell them. Because the whole thing, man, is that at the end of the day, when you get them to invest all this emotion in you, when we help them to get into a place where they're now pouring out information into us that maybe they've poured out before, maybe they haven't. But the thing is, average people ain't hearing all of this. Why? Because average people ain't this interested in them. Why? Because average people are always just walking around interested in themselves. Average people are always trying to be interesting. The extraordinary get interested. Are you hearing me? Here's the cold part about this concept, y'all. At the point I have them invest all of this emotional material into me, answering these intimate questions, giving me all this transparency, giving me all of this emotional bond, what happens is they feel like they like me now. You hear what I'm saying to you? They're like, there's no way I would share all of this with her if I didn't like her. There's no way I would share all of this with him if I didn't like him. Now when I'm calling, they can't ignore my call the way they ignore everybody else's because I'm their boy. You get what I mean? Millionaires, what I'm saying is you got to know your people's business before you approach them. And then you have to have a plan for how you're going to help them grow their business before you approach them. If I walk up onto this youth pastor who's at this church in my area, and I know I have a financial services company, it would be ridiculous for me to give him my presentation. You know, we have an interactive presentation we just send to people. It would be ridiculous for me to send this over to him and him automatically come up with the idea that he could do a Bible study class on the financial principles of King Solomon, the richest man that ever lived, and teach people how to get financially free. That's ridiculous that he's going to come up with all of that. I'm the one got to walk in there with that plan. If you're ready for number 8, give me a number 8 in this share. Give me a number 8 in this share. Hey, tell him, coach. Tell him, coach. Shouts out to my YouTube gang. Yeah, Miss Howard. I'm glad you made it in this morning. Let's get it. Let's get it. Number 8. Let's bring it. Number 8. We ready? Yeah, Nas just came out with a new album. Somebody just man, that new Nas album is insane. I don't know if any of y'all caught it. King's Disease Part 2. Phenomenal. I really love the fact that he's carving out a space for himself. Many of us need to learn to do that as entrepreneurs. There are so many metaphors between being an entrepreneur and being an artist. But what I love about where Nas is he's really filling his hole in the market. Got this new record with Lauryn Hill. And I know what you was thinking. You was thinking Lauryn Hill was going to sing. Do you know she got in that joint spitting? Oh, my God. Yeah. That's right, Ali. Tell him. That new Nas is out cold. All right, here's number 8, y'all. And this is another page that Nas, you know, this is another thing that you see from artistry. Whether you're talking about Kanye's album release party on Friday, where he apparently ended the whole joint. Apparently the one I went to was some kind of test run. I didn't go to the second one because it looked like a super spreader event. But I'm going to tell you one thing Kanye is doing. He's following rule number 8 I got for you. Be memorable in all you do. Did y'all see at the end of Kanye's? I know you did because it's all over social media. He literally he's like this, and he just rises up to the top of the. He levitates up to the top, like he's ascending to heaven and all of that. You know what I mean? Millionaires. On top of that, he wore this all orange outfit, face mask over it. On top of that, he decides to stay for the whole week there in Mercedes-Benz Stadium because allegedly he loved the energy so much. On top of that, he's wearing the same outfit in every picture you see him the whole week. On top of that, he releases what they call the orange jacket the very next night after the first album listening party. So then that was one of the first releases from the Gap, from his Gap Yeezy collaboration. Then he has a second listening party. Everyone around the country is just tripping that they couldn't be at the release party. They keep expecting it to show up. Anything wow breeds loyalty. I'm going to type it out so that way everybody can see what I'm saying. Anything wow always breeds loyalty. I'm going to type it out so y'all can really see what I'm saying, because it might think you might think I'm saying wild, but I'm saying wow. Anything that you do that can make somebody say wow is always going to create loyalty. Ladies, that's your man. You know, do something that wows him. Fellas, that's your lady. Do something that wows her. Entrepreneurs, that's your business. Do something that wows that customer. Employees, that's your job. Do something that wows your boss. What I'm trying to say to you is, take a creative idea to every sales call you go on. You're going to double your sales and you're going to increase your self-image because you're going to start to look in the mirror at somebody you're proud of. Because you're doing that little bit extra. You're having a courage to live your dreams. You're having the courage to be who it is you say you are. You're having the courage of your convictions. And now what happens is your work starts to inspire other people. Your dedication starts to inspire other people. Your words start to become remembered. Why? Because we love dealing with winners, man. You backed up your words with deeds. So we put you on a different level than these chumps. Are they going to talk about you after you're gone? Are they going to talk about you after you're gone? Man, one of my favorite old school movies of all time is joined with Brad Pitt called Troy, right? Y'all heard me tell the Troy story before? You know, scene opens up, it's this huge battlefield. The two armies are meeting up. And then they're like, Achilles, right? And so they send the little kid. He runs over the hill, you know, under the moon and over the sun, around all the pass. He finally gets to Achilles' hut. He peers in that joint. Achilles laying in bed, you know, woman beside him. But then Achilles sits up and you see there's another woman on this side of him, you know. And the little kid's talking to Achilles, who's played by Brad Pitt. You know, he's this, you know, just demigod. If you remember your Greek mythology, that's like a man mixed with a god. And he's like, yo, they want you to come fight this dude. And, you know what I mean? The little kid say to Achilles, he's like, yo, this is the biggest dude I ever saw in my life. He's like, I would never fight him. And then Achilles looks at him. And he's like, and that's why no one will remember you. Oh, snap. What I'm saying is you got to get to a place, man, where you have the courage of your convictions. Nobody going to get out alive anyway. But what you got to understand is that it's not until you follow the uncommon path. It's not until you put more of yourself into what you're doing. It's not until you test your own limits that anyone's going to remember your words, much less your actions, or your actions, much less your words. Are they going to talk about you after you're gone? I'm going to tell you the secret. Be more memorable. If you're ready for number 9, give me a number 9 and a share. Man, listen to me. I remember it's this speaker named Stuart Wilde. I need to pull him up on YouTube, just vibe out with my man Stuart Wilde. That was a dope dude. But Stuart Wilde, he was talking about how you could do you a pizza parlor, man. And even with a pizza parlor, mess around and dig a moat around a pizza parlor, put a rickety bridge over it. And now you're like, man, our pizza's so good, people risk their life for it. Marketing. What can you do to be more memorable? You know, I'm not just going to give you a money back guarantee. I'm going to give you your money back times 10. All I'm saying is creativity is next to godliness. Here's number 9, y'all. You got to serve before you deserve. This is how you double your sales, man, and change everything. You got to serve before you deserve. You got to serve before you deserve. Help other people. That's what we're saying. Number 9 is help other people. You got to serve before you deserve. Listen, y'all, service is the rent we pay for living on planet Earth. Mr. Muhammad Ali said that, my namesake, the other greatest of all time. And when you establish this belief, y'all, when you really get to a place of where you feel like you deserve your dreams, where you feel like God got to be smiling on you because you helping God's people, right? When you establish this as a fundamental belief, as one of the foundations of your selling process, the attributes that accompany it come off to other people like confidence, like charisma. It starts to make the customer feel motivated to act and confident enough to purchase from you. And you can't figure out what changed. What changed is your self-image. You're starting to feel like you deserve their business. You're starting to feel like truly they're doing the best thing for themselves when they lay in your hands. I'm telling you, millionaire, if you will just dedicate yourself to giving yourself away, if you will just dedicate yourself to being a vessel, a lot of your little petty grievances is going to disappear out your life. A lot of these obstacles are going to disappear out of your life. A lot of the stuff that you're resisting, it just has to do with your self-image, man. And you just making a decision that instead of me trying to hold on, I'm going to let go and let God. You know, my mentor always says, let go or be dragged. Millionaires, you have people in your life that are begging for help. They are praying for a solution like the one you offer. Millionaires, a lot of the time, what's stopping you is your ego. A lot of times what's stopping you is your fear of rejection. Yeah, you're going to have to go through some rejection. Why wouldn't God test us to make sure that we deserve everything he got for us? You know, too much can kill you, man, if you're not ready for it. And I don't care if you're talking about too much money, too much water, okay, too much food. You hear me? Too much of anything can kill you. Even too many blessings. So a lot of times what God is doing is trying to make sure, well, how do we... What I believe God is doing is what I mean to say is that you got to serve before you deserve. I feel like God is almost like an employer where he's going to give the most responsibility to those that take the most responsibility. You get what I mean? Here's number 10. Here's number 10. Y'all still with me? Am I going, you know what I mean? Because what I'm trying to do is connect all of these sales principles to these self-esteem principles. Is this connecting for everybody? Are y'all with me? I ain't losing you, right? Give me a number 10 and a share, y'all. Give me a number 10 and a share. Somebody got to be with me out there. I'm going to have this sip of this tea, man. COVID is real, y'all. Shouts out to my man, Joseph, reminding me about the turmeric. You know what I mean? I see my man, Pastor Clarence Thomas, in the house. I see the 10s, man, but y'all not giving me the shares. Y'all don't feel like this is good enough? Is this not good? Appreciate that. Appreciate that, Demeter. Woo, I ain't know about the turmeric milk. Send me a screenshot, Ali. Save me. Oh, and the elderberry and honey. Word up. Hold up. Okay. Here's the last one. No. This is number 10. This is number 10. Here we go. Stay focused and look for opportunity. There are opportunities everywhere, y'all. There are opportunities everywhere. Stay focused and look for opportunity. One of the coolest dynamics that I have with my business partner is this sort of dynamic where he will listen for the details and the holes and whatever the person's proposing to us, right? And I'm sitting there strictly listening for opportunity. A lot of times my partner, because he has an industrial engineering type of mind, and I don't even know if he would characterize it this way, but this is the way I see it. I bet you he would agree. But he has this industrial engineer mind where he can spot, you know, like how an engineer work, you better be able to see that rivet's going to come loose before that engine gets down the road. You know what I mean? So he has a way of listening in where he's spotting little pieces where I didn't catch that was a hole. I didn't catch that was a flaw. And then a lot of times what I do is I'm sitting there listening for opportunities for us to expand our impact, expand our brand presence, whatever it works really, really well. And I'm just sharing that with you because I want you to realize you don't see with your eyes, you see with your mind. You don't see with your eyes, you see with your mind. What am I saying here? What I'm saying is, millionaires, every interaction that you have with a customer, you have an opportunity to either strengthen that relationship or begin to erode it. Every interaction you have with a client, strengthen or erode. Every interaction with an employee, you can strengthen or you can erode. Are you looking for the opportunity? Are you looking for the opportunities? I don't have time to say it. I'm not even gonna beat a dead horse. We're gonna do a whole training on that. And if you're in the Kaizen Academy, you know how we got that whole class on how to make money out of thin air, right? Where we just go through all of these areas of leverage, all these areas of opportunity. All right, here's number 11, y'all, because it's almost time for affirmations. And this is one of those opportunities you have, right? This is gonna sound crazy, but establish long-term relationships with everybody. You say, Hazik, I don't like everybody. Yeah, but everybody, you know what I mean? It's okay if they like you. I put it like this. I don't want you to pander. I don't want you to be a sucker, like a just a little chump, right? I don't want you being like on this vibe like you're seeking validation and you're desperate for people to like you. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is relationship. What I'm saying is not you're this person's flunky, their do girl, their girl Friday, their do boy, their butler. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is every relationship in your life needs to be value for value. And if it's really value for value, then it should be long term. What if you approached your clients then, not like they're a customer, but like they're a client? A customer is somebody to buy from you. A client, someone who's under your protection, right? This is what I'm saying. When you approach these relationships like they're going to be long-term, it assures sincerity. It ensures integrity. It ensures honesty. It ensures you're doing what's best for the customer. Make long-term a prerequisite, millionaires. Make long-term. You know how we always split your business into the before unit, the during unit, and the after unit. We're always like recruitment, referrals, retention. Why would the during unit be called referrals? Because I want your mind focused on the fact that every interaction you're having should be designed to make them want to brag on you to their friends. But if we're thinking of it like, boy, I'm getting this money and then I'm out, we're going to miss it. We're going to miss it. This is the last one I got for y'all. Have fun, have fun, have fun. It's affirmation time. But all I'm saying to you, it's affirmation time. Y'all can start calling it on the live line now. Have fun. Have fun is number 12. Have fun is number 12. Look at the most successful people in any field. One thing you'll see they all have in common, whether you're talking about athlete or agriculturalist. I was reaching for a word. Athlete or architect, anthropologist. They love what they do. They pursue what they do with passion, with enthusiasm. How much fun are you having, millionaires? Repeat after me. I am so happy and grateful.